I will just start right away. And then Kevin, I'll have you share your screen. And then Elias, if you do want to share some things too that you do see, or if you did chart out, I'm going to go on the daily real quick and show you guys what I do see. It's very simple. I'm only watching Tesla and SPY. That's all I'm seeing for tomorrow. So as far as when it comes to SPY, I did create a new tab, a fresh tab, so it's not crazy. And the reason why I have this big ass zone is because I got it on the weekly. And just real quick, I guess I'll show you that. But I grabbed it on the weekly, on the higher time frame, weekly time frame. So on the weekly time frame, I literally created this fat ass zone off of just this most recent type of reaction. So it is pretty massive, and I don't necessarily plan to trade that exactly. I just want to have that there just to show myself. But anyways, so this is what I'm really looking at, guys. What I'm really looking at is this. There is a hammer candle here with the long wick to the downside, decent amount of buyers. And on top of that, there's even a gap here, a gap filled that needs to be filled. And so I did create another zone with that wick, because you can see there's even a gap there that already happened and filled here. But anyways, there's just a couple missing pieces that I'm just noticing. So tomorrow, potentially all what I'm looking at, and this is the last thing I'll talk about as far as when it comes to SPY, maybe we bounce up back up to these most recent levels of that zone, which is the gap. If I put back on that zone, it's that gap. So maybe a bounce from here back to this general area. And to be honest, I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. I'm probably most likely going to enter some shorts here and create a trade plan of this. I enter shorts here as close as I can to the zone, and I have to cut it if I start noticing that we're actually respecting the zone and going back up, because I can't hold this all the way to here. That would be like negative, I don't even know, 60%. But what I'm going to do is just take puts as close as I can to here. Maybe set a stop loss of in this general area of 538, I guess you can say. I'll create it when I enter. But anyways, enter puts here and try to shoot for a price target of 533 back to this general zone. So that's going to be my trade plan for tomorrow. I will just theoretically think that we're going to bounce up to hit there at least, and maybe come back down for there. And last but not least, real quick, is Tesla. And Tesla is not as long. I'm not going to explain Tesla as long as I just did right there. As far as when it comes to Tesla, guys, it's very simple. All I do see is Tesla did get out of this big zone. I created this big zone support that happened recently. And here we are again, retesting that general area. So not only does SPY have a gap to the upside, but also Tesla is bouncing here at support. And the only thing I plan on doing with this one, to be honest, is early in the morning, if I do notice that we are still at this general area of a zone support and we haven't broke below yet, I probably will slap some calls and just risk it for the biscuit and try to take some cheap OTM call out the money and just risk it for the biscuit to see if maybe we can come back up. And that's pretty much it. So all I see is maybe a Tesla bounce here, potentially a Tesla bounce, and maybe SPY bouncing up a little bit back down to that general area, and I slap some puts. So overall, guys, I'm just looking for puts on SPY, a retest after we bounce, and maybe also a bounce on Tesla. So that's it as far as what I see on my end, and I will share it over to Kevin or Wolf.
This is what I have for SPY. It's very similar to what he just showed, but basically I have this zone right here because we've been respecting it. We've been playing off of it quite a bit. I have this fib level, and I am looking for SPY to definitely fill this gap because we have a huge gap we have to fill, but I do believe that we are still bearish overall. So once we fill this gap, I'm looking for a rejection around here, and I'm looking to take puts there. And for my low, I just have this from July 25th. This was when we last bounced, came back down, and we bounced again, and now we're below it. This is what I have for SPY. The last ticker that I will be showing much, but I just really marked out the lows because I don't really have a lot to present here, but I'm just looking for a retest and going for some puts here as well, because I don't think we can hold these levels. So yeah, that's all I really have.
Okay, that sounds good. I do like that, man. And also QQQ looks pretty solid, even for a nice retest at 540, 442.39 area for some potential shorts. I do like that, man. I like this. I like this one as well. QQQ almost looks better than SPY, to be honest, if I'm being honest. If you could go to Wolf's tab. So what do you plan to do with Apple?
Yeah, Apple Play, see the daily fair value gap underneath. So that's an area where I'm looking at to trade. Apple is trading at around 219. So I'm 1846. I would like to see price go down towards 211 and so on until it goes to the daily fair value gap to 207. So that's my plan for Apple during this week, and I will just watch closely to see what happens.
Thank you very much, Wolf. And he also had another one. Would you like to present this one as well, Wolf?
Yeah.
DKNG. Which, Wolf, I really love the Apple one. I'm going to hop on that Apple one with you, bro. To be honest, I think Apple is like one of my favorite setups as well. What you just showed, the 215 area or whatever the level that was. Oh, yeah. I like that one, bro. I'm honestly going to enter that one as well because that will break a lower low on the higher time frames, and honestly that just looks so solid, especially if the market can fall tomorrow. But anyways, yeah, go ahead and share your DKNG
channel going up, uptrend. and we can see it recently broke down, and he retested it and rejected it, and came back down. So anything below that, looking for puts for this week for a target price of 27.
I like that. I might even enter that one too with you because I already know DKNG be low key affordable. Well, that's all the setups, man. So we got some nice put short entries because we were already bearish. Now market might pump up a tad bit, but that's fine because we have our short entries ready. And Elias, if you would love to share your screen, or if you have anything you would want to share, or if not, it's all good, brother. But do you have anything that you want to show, brother?
Yeah, I guess something similar on Apple. I guess this is the weekly. Usually start with the weekly, especially I guess after a week and completed. And so on the weekly, I just have some shit charted out. This is a weekly breakout level, which was in the past. This is a daily pivot, and then just a weekly pivot. You want to do this. I don't know if any of you guys play 3 bars, but this is a 3 bar on the weekly down to the daily. I guess it did go up here. Rejecting. If it does come down to this level, I will be looking for inputs depending how it reacts on that level. Another one, I guess I don't know if I have anything else in my charts. I don't really see anything on this. I do see, I guess this is another 3 bar.
Which I've been looking at AMD too. I've been seeing that AMD also looks ready to short, but now that you're about to also mention your technical analysis on this one, it does look good, man. I like this one too.
3 bar. Comes down to that level. That's something that I'll definitely be looking at, hopefully on the 4-hour. I guess gets close to this level and then just consolidates once it breaks. Guess I plan to take some puts on that, just depending on the react, I guess. Especially, I think Tesla too. You charted Tesla, is that correct?
Yeah, on the daily.
We had like similar, so this is like a weekly breakout level, and then obviously that was like a 3 bar on the daily, which I created that level. But if I extend to the left, this is like the similar zone that you had.
When I grabbed too, I grabbed that level. The exactly 205.60 is the exact start of my zone too. So yeah, I got that high, and it looks like we're real close here, approaching that. So I'm looking for a retest there of a bounce to the upside. Plus your SMAs are also showing that we might do a nice bounce potentially. So I like that, man. I think Tesla potentially could bounce here, especially if SPY in the morning can bounce up to that gap. So it might help out.
Yeah. And I noticed too on the SPY too, you have something similar, which I pretty much have something similar. I don't create necessarily zones, but I guess different levels. So I think you have this zone or this line, and I don't know, a similar box down here, which if I extend to the left, I guess you can visualize a box, which was similar to what you had. I just thought it was
that is very
crazy.
similar, and
pretty much the same thing.
And then without that big zone that I did create, yeah, I do have that same exact level that you are talking about. That is a weekly flag as well, 533.07. So that's nice, man. I love that. It just helps more confirmation for what we're looking at. So honestly, I appreciate that, man. That's some good solid sauce right here, and I can't wait for us to even try to catch some of these nice setups for this week coming up.
Well, definitely. Hopefully, we can bang. Shit, last weekend wasn't the greatest for me, but I definitely had winning trades. But bro, I be cutting short. I be cutting them, and then they be going. Oh, it's tough.
Same, bro. That's my only issue as well. I'll be cutting them short. I need to learn to hold, man. That's my only issue too. I feel you on that. It's the holding part. And what's been helping lately, just these past couple weeks, is the whole price target shit, which has just been helping a little bit. And anyways, I still need to work on it. So this week, hopefully I can catch some trades where we let our runners run all the way through, man. That's the whole goal.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. You guys have anything else you guys want to add or share or anything before we do wrap it up? This was a good one.
I don't actually, but yeah, just bearish on market coming into tomorrow. So yeah.
I pretty much wraps that up for today, and I appreciate you guys even coming in and joining in, bro. I really love this. It was fun. Yo, appreciate you guys. I literally love this session. I got a big smile on my face, so I appreciate you guys. You guys have a good rest of your guys' day. And if you guys have any other sauce, definitely drop it in the trade ideas or whatever you guys want to drop it at, and I will check it out too. And I appreciate you guys, man.
All right, bro. Have a good Sunday, bro.
Thank you, man. Have a good Sunday, Elias, GoldemWolf, and Kevin, man. Catch you guys in the trade zone.